স্টুডেন্টস আজকে একটা ইংলিশের প্রজেক্ট দিয়েছি, এটা ক্লাস 12 এর জন্য। এ প্রজেক্ট রিপোর্ট অন ফিকটিটিয়াস ইন্টারভিউ অফ অ্যান এমিনেন্ট পার্সোনালিটি। এখানে সৌমিত্র চ্যাটার্জি, তোমরা অনেকেই বলেছো সৌমিত্র চ্যাটার্জির ইন্টারভিউ দিতে, সেটা দিয়ে দিচ্ছি। আর এটা পিডিএফ আকারে দিয়ে দিচ্ছি, যা দরকার ডাউনলোড করে নেবে। সাবমিটেড বাই নেম অফ দ্য স্টুডেন্ট, নিজের নাম লিখবে, ক্লাস, সেকশন, রোল নাম্বার, রেজিস্ট্রেশন নাম্বার, ইন পার্শিয়াল ফুলফিলমেন্ট টু ক্লাস 12 ইংলিশ কোর্স, আর এখানে নেম অফ দ্য স্কুল। এটা প্রথম পাতায় রাখবে। তারপর দ্বিতীয় পাতায় দেখবে বোনাফাইড সার্টিফিকেট দেবো। দিস ইজ টু সার্টিফাই দ্যাট দ্য প্রজেক্ট রিপোর্ট এন্টাইটেলড ফিকটিটিয়াস ইন্টারভিউ অফ অ্যান এমিনেন্ট পার্সোনালিটি সাবমিটেড বাই, তোমার নাম, ক্লাস 12, সেকশন, রোল নাম্বার, রেজিস্ট্রেশন নাম্বার, ইন পার্শিয়াল ফুলফিলমেন্ট টু ক্লাস 12 ইংলিশ কোর্স ডিউরিং দ্য একাডেমিক ইয়ার, কোন বছর সেটা লিখবি, ইজ অ্যান অথেন্টিক ওয়ার্ক ক্যারিড আউট বাই হিম আন্ডার মাই গাইডেন্স অ্যান্ড সুপারভিশন। এখানে সিগনেচার অফ দ্য প্রজেক্ট গাইড মানে তোমার শিক্ষকের স্বাক্ষর, আর কি নেম তার শিক্ষকের নাম, ডেজিগনেশন অ্যাসিস্ট্যান্ট টিচার, ডিপার্টমেন্ট ইংলিশ, স্কুলের নাম, ডেট। এটা দ্বিতীয় পাতায় রাখবে। তৃতীয় পাতায় রাখবে অ্যাকনোলেজমেন্ট। This project has given me the golden opportunity for learning and self-development through collaborative activities. I consider myself lucky to have worked under, এখানে শিক্ষকের নাম লিখবে, whose encouraging words and monitoring, individual care and motivating approach have widened the horizon of my knowledge and stimulated me to work together with others in joy. I am grateful to him. এখানে আর একজন টিচার কারোর নাম লিখে দেবে, মিস্টার বা মিসেস, তার নাম লিখে দেবে শিক্ষকের, হ্যাজ রেন্ডার্ড ভ্যালুয়েবল সাজেশনস ফর ইমপ্রুভমেন্ট অফ দ্য প্রজেক্ট ওয়ার্ক, সো আই টেক দিস অপরচুনিটি টু অ্যাকনোলেজ হিজ অর হার কন্ট্রিবিউশন উইথ গ্র্যাটিটিউড। এখানে আই অলসো থ্যাঙ্ক, এখানে হেডমাস্টার বা হেডমিস্ট্রেসের নাম লিখে দেবে, ফর হিজ অর হার কনস্ট্যান্ট সাপোর্ট। Last but not the least, I am grateful to all of my friends, family members, and many well-wishers who helped me in numerous ways in completing the project. এখানে signature of the student, এটা 3 নম্বরে থাকবে। এরপরে দেখো আমাদের মূল প্রজেক্ট শুরু হচ্ছে। প্রজেক্ট ফিকটিটিয়াস ইন্টারভিউ অফ অ্যান এমিনেন্ট পার্সোনালিটি, সৌমিত্র চ্যাটার্জি। সৌমিত্র চ্যাটার্জি turns 82 on January 19. The renowned Bengali actor has worked with numerous filmmakers, among them Mrinnal Sen, Topon Sinha, Ashit Sen, Ajoy Kar, but his most fruitful association was with Satyajit Ray. Chatterjee appeared in 14 of Ray's films, starting with Opur Sangsar in 1959 in edited excerpts from an interview with অমিতাভ নাগ। এখানে তুমি যদি চাও তোমার নিজের নাম লিখে দেবে, তবে সব জায়গায় তাহলে এই নিজের নামটা সব জায়গায় লিখতে হবে। আমি এখানে অমিতাভ নাম লেখা আছে। চ্যাটার্জি ডিসকাস হিজ অ্যাসোসিয়েশন উইথ দ্য ফিল্মমেকার হু পুট হিম অন দ্য ওয়ার্ল্ড ম্যাপ। এখানে এই যে অমিতাভ নাগ। হাউ ডিড ইউ গেট অ্যাসোসিয়েট উইথ সত্যজিৎ রায়? Soumitra Chatterjee, that is a funny story. One day, one of my friends was coming to my house and I met him on the street. He started asking seemingly inconsequential questions like, where are you going? Fully knowing that I was going to coffee house. What were you doing since morning, and so on. While he was talking to me, I could not make out that he was signaling to someone on the other side of the street with his eyes. So I asked, who is that person? To which he replied, he is Satyajit Ray's assistant. They are looking for Opu for the sequel of Pather Pachali. Since you don't hold Bengali cinema in particular esteem, we are not sure if you will agree. So I told him that after Pather Pachali, I could not have any questions on Satyajit Ray, and we boarded a bus then and there and reached Mr. Ray's home. The moment I entered, he commented, "Oh, you are too grown up for the college-going Opu." It immediately struck me how engrossed he was in his work. Those were his first words to me. I can never forget that. After that, I used to visit him occasionally. I realized later that he used to talk less and let others do the talking, which was his technique to find out the diction, the voice, the physical mannerisms of the person. He used to gauge the person in his mind. Amitabh Nag, you worked in 14 of his films. Why do you think he took you so consistently? Did he ever tell you anything? Soumya Chatterjee, he never told me anything, but it may be because there was an understanding our wavelengths matched. Amitabh Nag, which are the rare characters you wanted to do but he did not give you? Soumya Chatterjee, Guppy of Guppy Gayan Bagha Bayan, and he was correct. I would not have looked like a poor village farmer in his last film Agantuk. I wanted to play the protagonist, but he did not give it to me. He said, your image will make the audience believe that this stranger cannot be anything but a nice, honest person. I want to have some suspense. That's why the person needs to have a certain unknown quantity and eloquent of Menak. He took Utpal Datta. Amitabh Nayak, we know your relation with literature, that you are a playwright, a poet, an essayist, and so forth. Tell us, how are you influenced by the other art forms, primarily music and painting? Soumya Chatterjee, well, very frankly, I have ever been interested in various art forms since my childhood. Although my basic interest was in literature, I started writing poetry since my school days. Later, I started adapting writing plays, but that was out of necessity since I did not get suitable plays for my productions, and I was a literature student. I did my graduation in Bengali literature. My interest in literature dates back to childhood days when I remember seeing my grandfather writing novels. Both my parents were very much interested in literature. They used to read a lot. That's how the basic interest was in literature. But there were friends and relations who dabbled in painting. Music was always there in my family. We had a gramophone in our house and hundreds of records. So music also started very early. Amitabh Nayak, was it Bengali music or Western as well? Soumya Chatterjee, then it was mostly Bengali music when in college. Then there was few classical as well, and after that in mid-20s or early 20s, I started listening more and more Western classical music. So music was always there as well, but painting, music, these other art forms, I believe, always helps an artist in cinema or theatre because he has an idea of what should look good visually, and he is inspired by the depth of vision and he comes across, say, by Van Gogh's paintings. Amitabh Nayak, do you find emotional stability necessary in order to write an art, or can you get to work whatever be your state of mind? Soumya Chatterjee, as far as acting is concerned, I can act in my style of mind. I have that much of practice and control over it. But I don't think I can do the same in my writing, for which I probably need a little bit more tranquility because I am not a whole-time writer. I need to concentrate more. But as you know, if you wait for the right moment may never arrive. Sometimes great upheaval in mind also provokes me to write, particularly poems. Amitabh Nayak, humor in life and in art, how are they related and how important for you? Soumya Chatterjee, humor in Bengali cinema is absent for long. Previously, there were great clowns. Tulsi Chakraborty was there. After Tulsi Chakraborty, two great actors, Bhanu Bandyopadhyay and Johar Rai, was there. After them, Ravi Ghosh. The whole fountain of humor was dependent on them. Otherwise, comedy writing was also quite rare. Whenever there were very good writings, we also saw very good comedy films like Shade Chuattor, 1953. Most people do not know the writer's name. The original screenplay was written by Bijan Bhattacharya. So, a standard of comedy there was and was expected to be as well excellent. But humor in life is essential. A person without humor probably cannot survive. Amitabh Bachchan, how fastidious are you? How often do you change your writings or your performances? Soumitra Chatterjee, I am very fastidious. I do change whenever there is any scope which I feel justified. When I am rehearsing, I am extremely fastidious and I do not give up until I am reasonably satisfied. Total satisfaction never comes, but I am very fastidious about my productions. Though I am not full-time writer, whenever I write them, also I am very fastidious. My manuscripts show how much scribbling and striking of is there. তখন লাভ হাসলেন একটু। অমিতাভ বচ্চন, do you feel art criticism, film, literary painting is at all purposeful? Soumitra Chatterjee, yes, because it keeps the artist, painter or writer or actor away from the folly of being overconfident and developing a false sense of superiority. But for that, the criticism also has to be of that level. Suppose I am doing a play and George Bernard Shaw writes a criticism of it. I will definitely be benefited. I will think and feel so much the way he showed in his entire that I would have learned something maybe. Amitabh Bachchan, are you open to criticism? Soumitra Chatterjee, why not? But I do believe in self-criticism more, very frankly, and I am very open to criticism from common people, not the critics. Amitabh Bachchan, why are the critics not common people? তখন লাভ হাসলেন। সৌমিত্র চ্যাটার্জি, they are, but they do not criticize from the point of view of the common people. Whenever any common man comes and tell us this whatever you have done in this film is not correct, now everyone at first becomes little self-defensive, but I always think a second time as to why this person said like this, where is the mistake, and most of the time I have seen he or she is correct from his or her perspective. I may have my own version and an answer, but whoever has criticized like that does have a point from his or her position as well. Amitabh Bachchan, any such example that you can think of? Soumitra Chatterjee, not precisely, but in my first play, Now Jiban, there was probably a poem which was not entirely correct, and a very common woman told me the correct one, and then I later found out that she was correct, and then I rectified it. I do value and honor the common people's criticism a lot. Amitabh Bachchan, how much autobiographical element is present in your work? Soumitra Chatterjee, in acting there are certain roles where I have put in my own experiences in life into the subtext of the character. For example, in Saroj Desh Koni, 1984, I have a perfectionist teacher inside me, so I imbibe a lot into that character, talking from my own person. Amitabh Bachchan, do you fear technology in the sense that no one will read books or visit cinema halls to see films, rather download films from internet and watch them? Soumitra Chatterjee, in the first place, I am a complete computer illiterate. I always stayed away from computer because my plate is full. I cannot bite what I cannot chew. Amitabh Bachchan, finally, do you believe in a better world? Soumitra Chatterjee, oh yes, but that is a dream world, basically a rural Bengal with urban facilities like in Europe, where there will be no poverty and there will be equality amongst people. Amita Nag. Soumitra Chatterjee, we wish you great work that keeps you challenged and makes you happy. Soumitra Chatterjee, thank you. Amita Nag, thank you so much for sharing your precious time with us. Students, আজকে পর্যন্ত পরের ভিডিও দেখা হবে. Thank you very much for watching.